get this started, you guys have like a best of compilation coming out next month, correct?
Is it next month?
I think so. You tell me.
It is.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Thanks for telling us.
You're welcome. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's not really the best of us. It's just.
It is. You're on it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you are on it.
Yeah, so do you want to talk about why he's on it? Like acoustic songs, how those
That's
were
right.
chosen?
Yeah. Well, we'll do a song for you here in a minute, acoustic. But we did 4 acoustic songs on our best of album. People have always asked for an acoustic album, this or that, and so we decided to do that for the best of. So it's going to have, I think, 18 tracks, 17, 18, 19 tracks, somewhere in there. And so it's going to be a lot of songs. And it'll be it's not the entire best of Disciple, it's the best of from 2005 to 2013. So we'll come out with the best of before that later, at a later date.
Y'all also have an EP coming out, correct? Do you want to talk about that?
We do have an EP coming out. We're very excited about it. It's being mixed right now. It may come out around the same time, maybe a little after the best of album. So yeah, we've been very busy. Our new EP is called Vultures. It's a 6-song EP, and so now that we're an independent band, we're going to try to keep pumping music out. You know, back when we were on the record label, you know, had to wait, you know, a while before you could do everything. But you know, now we're just writing and putting it out, and hopefully our fans will keep listening.
And speaking of pumping it out, you also just had a new concert film. Do you want to talk about what that is? Where that was filmed?
We are busy little bees. We were on Winter Jam last. We were on Winter Jam last fall, and one of our buddies who's a great videographer, filmmaker, came out and filmed us 3 different nights on Pacific Northwest and Seattle, Tacoma, Portland, Spokane. And so we called it Live from the PNW, which is for Pacific Northwest. You can get it at gumroad.com. That's gum, as in the gum that you chew, and road, as in the road that you would drive a car on.
The road less traveled.
Gumroad.com is where you can buy our video.
Yes, there are links on our Facebook page also.
Yes, and if you're not a friend on Facebook, go ahead and pull out your smartphone right now. Go to facebook.com/DiscipleRocks.
Or your laptop if you have one on you.
Yes, your personal computer, your PC, pull it out. Become our friend on Facebook.
So does anybody out there have questions? If so, well, there we go.
Hey guys, so with the lineup changes over many years, when you decide to put a song in your set that is older, how do you decide that? How does that work out as far as rehearsing it in everything? And then I got a request after question.
Well, I'll let one of the newer guys answer that.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much, it's us coming in, we didn't know which of those songs were like the fan favorites or the, you know, kind of the ones that, you know, because we play a lot of singles, but we also play a lot of the album cuts and kind of the older ones that aren't, they're a little more obscure. But it's just kind of been a learning process. Like, you know, every few months Kevin will be like, oh, we should play this song. We haven't played it in a while, but, you know, the fans like it a lot and people are asking for it. So, you know, it's kind of like homework. So we'll go home and listen to it, figure it out, and then get on the bus, and as we're heading to the show, you know, work out the tweaks, and then yeah, it's fun. There's an endless repertoire, so it's just constantly growing.
And then there are some times that Kevin will come on the bus and be like, hey man, you know this song? And I'm like, nope. And about 2 to 3 hours before the show, I'm in the back lounge just beating on the couch trying to figure it out, and then we'll go up and play it. So yeah,
we've gotten pretty good at
Professional.
Yeah, we gotten pretty good at doing it on the fly.
So the request is, whether you do it today or a future show, don't take it personal. I hate your guts.
I hate your guts.
Don't take it personal, but I hate your guts. Is that what you said?
I said don't take it personal. The song I like is hate your guts.
No, I mean, I know what he meant. Don't take it personal. I hate your guts. That's good.
Does anybody else have questions? Raise your hand. I'll bring the mic out to you.
Or down.
best way to grow our faith. I'm going to talk about that at 2. You're stealing my sermon. You're making me talk about it early. I'm doing a little talk at 2 o'clock.
Does it move to 1 o'clock now?
Yeah, it better not be. No. The best way, the short answer, I believe, is in relationship. And the same way, like whenever someone is raised in a family with a mom and a dad, that they have that foundation to choose right and wrong, that God actually chooses that same model over however many times in the Bible he refers to himself as Father. And so that's the model that he's chosen to have a relationship with us as a child with their Father. I'll talk about it more later. So the best way to grow your relationship is to to grow your faith is to have a relationship with the Father. And that means so many different things, but that's the short answer. Oh, by the way, they love playing old songs, so they're not going to take it personal that you like an old song. That his favorite song to play live is Big Bad Wolf. So was it yours or his? It was yours. His favorite song live to play is Big Bad Wolf, so they're not going to take it personal that you like old songs. All right. Yes.
2 more.
So now that you're independent again, your earlier works in your music, on your CDs, you had verses. How you came up with some of the lyrics. Are you going to go back to that?
Oh, we've never stopped that. That's on all the. That once it started, it's never stopped. It's always been there.
I think we got 2 more.
Right there. They're in front there.
I got that from Petra
You're next.
way back in the day, and I love doing that. Yes.
When you have a personal time of worship, who do you listen to?
I'm a huge fan of Chris Tomlin, Hillsong United.
I listen to Hillsong United and a band called Worth Dying For. They're a worship band from LA, and they do like heavier worship music. That's how I get down. So,
What you, Drew?
Yeah, I like listening to the heavier stuff as well, like Joey, but I think any of the Christian artists out there that are really passionate about what they're doing, like in high school, it was bands like, Under Oath and stuff, was like listening to worship for me. And then since then, a lot of the bands that have been big, like Common and Hillsong and stuff, they're really passionate too. So it's pretty eclectic, but I like the heavy stuff because it's 100%.
You could probably start a church and just sing songs that Chris Tomlin wrote and have enough songs for, the next 3 years of your church services.
I'd say this was pretty much not, yeah.
His favorite worship is the Beach Boys.
The song.
Yes?
That's it.
That's it. You good? Go.
Next.
So, what would you guys say the best advice has been that you've received?
A wise man once told me, "Don't mess up tonight." It was Kevin. I think about it every
A
day.
wise sage. Best advice I've ever been given, I'll never forget it. He said, never say anything negative about your wife in public.
What about a private?
Oh, it's, yeah. In private, it's all fair game.
the best advice I was ever given was always remain faithful in the small things in life. Even when you think stuff is small and insignificant, remain faithful in it. God looks at that. He sees that he can trust you with more, and then he increases you. So I've lived by that for years. And so whatever I'm doing, whatever's right in front of me, I'm gonna do it 110% until God says do something else, or hey, good job, keep going. So.
I heard once that opportunity looks a lot like hard work. That was a good sort of motto to take into the world that when you're coming out of college age and stuff, you're going into the workforce, trying to make your dreams come true, all those kind of things. It's easy to get discouraged or distracted. So remembering that the opportunities that you might get presented to by God in life, you're gonna look like hard work. They're not always gonna be easy. So remembering that's been a good lesson for me the last few years, especially.
All right.
There's also one other awesome saying that we have to say in a setting like this, and there was someone who said, "Do or do not, there is no try," and that was spoken, of course, by Master Yoda, who was the 14th apostle. No, different. The other Star movie.
All right, well, these guys were originally not going to play a song, but they said, okay, just for you guys. So they're going to play it for us. We've got limited setup, so give us like 1 minute to get everything turned on, and we'll go.
60 seconds starts now.
Kevin, this is yours? Is this yours?
I can use this.
I think we're
Fine.
good. You want to use that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, let's test guitars real quick. And
That way everybody knows that we're in the new release TA tent as I'm singing.
there's no confusion.
Yes.
You got a DIL ticket cable.
Right here.
Okay. I'll open my eyes
So-
and find it too.
Obviously we have some Christian music listeners out there, right? That show up at Ichthus. So obviously you're in the new release today tent. And that's where you need to go to find out what's going on. Because if you like us, trust me, there are other artists that you will love, that you will discover with new release today. Boom.
That is loud. Feedback.
Ready?
Let's go.
All right. This is for you guys. We're not playing this song today, so we thought we'd play it. Not playing this at our show today, so we thought we'd play it just for you today.
2, 3, 4.
There's no need to hurt yourself this way. You think no one will notice how you feeling when you cry yourself to sleep. You feel stuck on the outside, looking inside, wishing this life wasn't your life. You think you're damaged way beyond repair, but you're not so far that I can't get to where you are. Wish you were someone else. Every night you fall to pieces, knowing you can save yourself. I can see you, I can hear you. There's a place where the broken go. There's a room for second chances. Not stranded on your own. You're not invisible. There's no need to hold it all inside. The smallest whisper, I can hear it. But when the strength is all but died, I need you to believe me. Can you trust me? That what you see is not what I see. The reflection in the mirror is telling lies. Nothing you ever done can change how much I love you. Wish you were someone else. Every night you fall to pieces, knowing you can save yourself. I can see you, I can hear you. There's a place where the broken go. There's a room for second chances. Not stranded on your own. You're not invisible. See you as you're falling on your We're not invisible. Wish you Yeah.